Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. All the Meghan news managed to distract the tabloids from focusing on how awesome Kate and William are as they celebrate their 14th wedding anniversary in the tranquil beauty of Scotland's inner Hebrides, spending 2 days on the Isle of Mull in what has been described as both a working visit and a personal milestone. William and Catherine, known in Scotland by their titles the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay, are undertaking a series of engagements tied to their royal foundation, with a particular focus on supporting community-led initiatives and the island's tourism sector. Notably, the couple chose to stay in a self-catering cottage on Mull for their anniversary night, a move said to reflect both their desire to support local businesses and their ongoing preference for a more grounded, family-oriented approach to royal life. It is the princess's first overnight official engagement since her cancer treatment began, a significant and poignant moment not lost on those close to the couple. Aides have shared that William and Kate have long hoped to visit Mull and that the island's wild landscapes and community spirit were especially meaningful to them, particularly to Kate, who in recent months has spoken about the solace she finds in nature as a wonderful narrative is spun. The couple posted a social media video captioning the footage, "Welcome to the Inner Hebrides," from exploring how islanders are protecting their natural world to meeting young families who are shaping the future of rural life. We're excited for an inspiring 2 days here celebrating the power of community and connection. Their anniversary visit includes feeding the media a tour of Arras Hall in Tobermory, home to a community fridge, charity shop and children's play space, followed by a stop at the local producers' market on the harbour, and another photo op to meet farmers, select produce, and take in the sweeping views of the Hebridean coastline. As if that's not enough, the couple will cross by public ferry to the sacred island of Iona, where they plan to meet residents and ferry workers and spend time privately at Pennygale Community Hall. This is one of those weeks where the media is getting the message out about the awesomeness of the Waleses. Wales is being credited with a subtle diplomatic move that paved the way for the meeting between Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky during the funeral of Pope Francis. Just moments before the impromptu talks, Trump and Zelensky had been pictured alongside Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron. It is reported that Prince William, upon seeing the gathering, respectfully peeled away to allow the leaders space for conversation, a gesture described by the Telegraph as William having read the room with notable diplomatic skill. One assumes that had William not chosen that moment to shape world events, the war in Ukraine would continue for another year. During the service, Prince William, dressed in a dark suit, which was totally not blue, sat in the third row in the section reserved for world leaders. The royal family has been thrust into a fresh crisis following the tragic death of Virginia Giuffre, the woman who famously accused the Duke of York of sexual assault. According to Radar Online, Charles, William, senior palace aides and legal advisors attended the urgent talks. Prince Andrew, however, was pointedly excluded. They didn't want Andrew anywhere near it, a source revealed. He's seen as toxic. They know involving him would make everything worse. Reports suggest that Prince William is urging for a compassionate public response, while King Charles is understood to be primarily concerned with protecting the monarchy's long-term reputation. An insider explained, William thinks they need to show humanity. Charles just wants it to disappear. Compounding the tension, King Charles is reported to have inquired whether Prince Andrew could be compelled to return the $10 million settlement paid to Giuffre in 2022. The financial agreement, while admitting no guilt, resolved Giuffre's civil lawsuit against Andrew out of court. Palace advisors now fear the settlement could once again become a potent symbol of controversy. They feel completely exposed. Another palace insider told Radar Online the fear is this could trigger a massive backlash not just against Andrew but against the monarchy itself. Giuffre's family released a heartbreaking statement following her death, describing her as a fierce warrior in the fight against sexual abuse and sex trafficking. Her publicist, Denny von Mueffling, added that Giuffre was deeply loving, wise and funny, and said it was the privilege of a lifetime to represent her. A source told The Sun any notion that the message of her bus crash story could somehow make her an unreliable witness has now disappeared. The door is firmly closed on any return. Another source adds, Andrew does deep down harbour hopes that he can make a comeback, but they are delusional hopes. Meanwhile, William still wants no part of Andrew. Royal expert Russell Myers told the Royal Beat, "We have this sort of interesting power struggle going on, and I imagine you know that hopefully in a long time in the future when William is king, he, Andrew, will be nowhere to be seen around the family. A royal source told the Mirror, William has no time for his uncle. This Easter was about spending time with his own family, but he would far prefer a situation where he doesn't have to spend time with him. Another source added, the Duke seems to be in the habit of being a significant contributor of headaches for the family, and many have run out of patience with him. On the Sun's royal exclusive program, royal expert Bronte Coy said, I can't imagine that the King or Prince William or any other senior royals would agree that he should return to public duty. I think that's a matter that's been laid to rest. Royal commentator Phil Dampier also weighed in, saying, it is absolutely true to say that William is one of the driving forces behind making sure there's no future for the Duke of York. He doesn't believe he can make a comeback, and there is, I'm told, quite a lot of friction between them. It made it a lot easier on Easter Sunday, I think, for Andrew that William wasn't there. More palace in just a moment. King Charles may be facing yet another unwelcome distraction as fresh revelations surrounding Prince Andrew's business dealings have come to light, this time involving a controversial millionaire at the centre of a major PPE scandal. The BBC has reported that Pitch at Palace Global, Prince Andrew's for-profit business initiative, was for 2 years administered by Knox House Trustees UK, a company linked to businessman Doug Barrowman. Mr. Barrowman, along with his wife, Baroness Michelle Mohn, is already under investigation by the National Crime Agency over suspected criminal activity involving PPE contracts awarded during the pandemic. Both deny any wrongdoing. The development could hardly come at a worse time for the King, as the royal author Andrew Lowney, currently writing a biography of the Duke, was forthright in his assessment. Andrew has a long history of associating with dubious business figures and disguising his business activities behind nominee and offshore accounts. There really needs to be a full investigation into the Duke's financial activities. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget we have a new series currently out called White Smoke, The Path to a New Pope. And there are daily updates as well as a regular series feature that dives into the historical background and its relevance in today's news and current cycle. Check it out, White Smoke, The Path to a New Pope, and it's from your friends here at Calaroga Shark Media. We appreciate the support. It's available wherever you get your podcasts, like this one. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.